Hey everyone. So everyone at this point already knows what Code Lyoko is and the whole premise behind it, right? If you don't, here's a little, idea of what it's about. So the show is about a group of teenagers who find this supercomputer, near their boarding school. There's an entrance to a sewer in the school, or near the school, I should say, that leads to this old abandoned warehouse that has a supercomputer. Everyone knows, you know, that part, right? In this supercomputer, it has this thing that we'll call Xana. Xana is this program or something, that wants out of this supercomputer. We don't know how, why, or even what it's there for, or why it was used. All we know is that there's this supercomputer that has this software or this thing called Xana. But in this supercomputer as well is this girl named Aelita, which at the time in season one, episode one of Teddyzilla, or Teddy Godzilla, I should say, um, we know that she's there. We know that they know that this computer exists, and they've obviously been using it before. Um, One of the characters, his name is Jeremy. He wants to help Aelita get out of this supercomputer, um, and we see that he's trying to figure out a way to materialize her into the real world, without realizing that she is also real. She's not just a computer program. She's real. Um, but at the time, we don't know that. At the time, we think that she's just a super, or she's just this program, that's there to, or that's kind of just trapped there. We don't know that she's actually real, and that she was actually placed in there because of something that happened, which I won't get into much detail after that point. Um, I mean, there shouldn't be any spoilers because obviously we've all seen this already at some point in our lives. But that's not the point. The point of this video is every other episode, or every episode that I've seen so far, and I've watched this over and over again, like a million times over, because it aired back in 2004 to 2005 or 2000 something. The first episode aired in 2004. Xana usually comes out when there is strong emotions. Now, I'm not saying that Xana always comes out when there's strong emotions. I'm not sure if anyone else has covered this either in a video, but for this for this video, we're gonna go over kind of episode one, season one, which is Teddy Godzilla. I'll just get into it. I'll let the video play, and I'll stop it every now and again just to kind of talk about it. But we're gonna play the opening scene, opening episode, whatever, which is this.
Here we are, going far to save all that we love. If we give all we've got, we will make it through. Here we are, like a star shining bright on your world today. Make evil go away. Cold your cold will, we set it all. Cold your cold, be there when you go. Cold your cold, we will stand real tall. Cold your cold, stronger.
Obviously, that opening scene is like really freaking cool. I liked it, and the song is awesome. Uh, and basically, that's what it is. It's these five characters, which we have Aelita, we have Auric, we have Yumi, we have Odd, we have his dog. I don't remember the name of the dog, and then we have Jeremy. Which Jeremy is trying to get Aelita here, to rematerialize in the real world. Like I said, so opening scene, opening credits, freaking cool. I love the song. I love the theme of it. But let's continue.
Okay, are we rolling?
Yeah, but we're upside down.
Hello, fellow students of Caddick Junior High. Your ace reporters, Millie and Tamia, are here to bring you an exclusive for today's school news, and it's really big, since, as I'm pretty sure you already know, tonight is the big night, the night of our annual school prom. Unfortunately, our cameras weren't authorized to film the site where the festivities will take place, but I can make out from where I'm speaking the girl who might be crowned our beauty queen tonight, just as she was last year. I mean, of course, our principal's daughter, Sissy. Let's see whether she'll answer a few questions. Well, Sissy, how about a few words for our TV audience before the big night?
Sorry, Munchkins. I only talk to real pro reporters. I have no time to waste on a couple of nerds.
But it's for the school news program. What about freedom of the press?
Oh, Millie, little dipsticks your age don't have any freedom, understand? Anyway, who needs your dumb reporting? What do you know? Besides, you've got a problem. Don't forget you have to have a date, and I don't know anyone who'd want to go with a jerk like you. Even them. I'll bet if you asked them, they'd run like scared rabbits.
Who needs them? There are lots of other boys.
Oh, yeah? What are you waiting for, then? Try.
Okay, so we have, the school bully, which is a classic, which her name is Sissy. Sissy in this episode has been, as they said before, she's been crowned prom queen because, well, I'm not going to speculate here because it's actually been said there, because her dad is the principal. So the dad's biased, basically. Also, Sissy's probably bullied everyone into just, voting for her. But we see Sissy, we see Millie and her friend, which I didn't even hear her name, but we see Millie, asking Auric to kind of go out on a date with her. Let me continue here.
Try and find one.
Ulrich, would you be my date tonight?
I'm sorry, Millie. It wouldn't be a very good idea. I'm too old for you. And, well, you see, I promised to go with Yumi.
You see? What did I tell you? But don't worry, Millie. I'm sure you'll find a boy for the sandbox dance. Meanwhile, why don't you go play with your dolls?
Millie, wait!
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Aelita, this is Jeremy. Do you read me? Aelita?
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Okay. I didn't see anything unusual around the towers. It all seems quiet. Well, for the moment.
You know, I'm making progress with my research, so you can come and live with us.
The key to materialization? You found it at last?
Well, no, not yet, but I'm working on it. It's just a matter of time. Then Xana won't be able to do anything to harm you or us.
That's great. Thanks.
Millie, don't cry. We'll go to the prom, you'll see. As for the news, Jim said it was okay. We have until 9 o'clock.
Oh, it's a waste of time. Better face facts to Mia. They don't care about us or the newscast. Oh, I hate them, all of them. I hate every single one of them. I hate everybody
See, right there. This is what I'm talking about. So, right when Millie and Tamia, or well, I should say Millie, actually. Millie is upset. She's angry. She's mad at all the kids that were there, right? Xana comes into play after the fact that she just what she just said. You know, I'm not saying that Xana, comes out every time there's strong emotions or whenever there's emotions at all. Some episodes are, tied to emotions, others aren't. And I mean, regardless, Xana is this supercomputer that can basically manipulate this outside world. And as we saw earlier in the clip, we see Aelita and Jeremy. Aelita's been wanting to come out of that virtual reality or virtual world. And we know that Jeremy has been working on finding a way to materialize her in the reality that he lives in. In the beginning of the season, we don't know that, one, she's been in there for quite some time. Two, she has no memory of, the outside world. She knows some things, but not a lot, I mean, every other episode, it seems like some emotion is tied to Xana coming out. Which, again, I'm not saying that's the case. Obviously, emotions probably aren't even tied into any episode. But looking at this, looking at how Millie is upset, and looking at how strong her emotions are, that would make sense, right? That would make sense as to why Xana comes out into play. There's other episodes where Xana is just, he wants to, mess around. He doesn't really care if, there's emotions or not. He's going to come out regardless. And I mean, that's the case with episode 2, which is, in episode 2, we see that, a teacher is giving a presentation to a class with Jeremy and Odd in said class. In said class, the power goes out. Power's out, power doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. And Jeremy gives Odd this look of like, could this be Xana, right? Anyway, let's continue this on I'll continue with episode 1.
You don't know what you're saying. It's just that...
Stop it! I'm sick of you two, so just leave me alone!
Hey, it's true, or it could have been a little nicer.
Don't look so gloomy, Ulrich. Is it because of Millie? You could have said yes. Me and the prom.
Even if I was your date?
Sissy really did come on strong. If meanness is one of the qualities of a beauty queen, she'll get reelected all right.
That's true, but try to get Miss World to see that. Miss World, huh? Miss In Her Own World's not like it.
At least you don't care how old I am, do you? We understand each other. We're not like those dumb older kids who always want to run things. They think that because we're young, we don't count at all. If for once we were older, a lot older than them, they wouldn't laugh at us, would they?
Millie? Are you in there? Are you finished sulking? Hurry, we have work to do.
Okay, I'm coming. You stay right there. I'll be back for you.
We have a report to finish on the prom, remember?
Hey, I hope you two aren't gonna follow me around all day long. As far as I know, you're not beauticians. So stop sticking to me like glue. I don't need you, understand? So scat.
Sissy, we thought...
Take this advice. Don't think, it doesn't suit you. A bunch of babies at our prom. They've gotta be kidding. And that other freak who had the nerve to invite Ulrich. Can't believe it. If anybody's going out with Ulrich, it absolutely has to be me. I am the star, the diva of the school. Who's there? Answer me, who is it?
Move along.
All right, so see, we know that this teddy bear was the one that attacked her and was in her room, right? Obviously, Xana knew what he was doing. Obviously, Xana knew that he wanted to mess with her before having this teddy bear that he's controlling go on a rampage. I mean, look, watching this show is just like, it's cool. I love watching it. But now that I'm older, it's also like, should I be watching the show? You know, I mean, mind you, I'm 20, gonna be 26. And this episode in particular is just like, it was weird rewatching it again, because we see Sissy, you know, getting ready for this prom. And also, you know, you get the drift. You get the idea. Moving on to the next episode. I'm not even going to continue with this one anymore because, you know, why? Anyway, so let's go in here. Back in, nope. There we go. I should have opened the next episode anyways before I went to continue. Let me get it real quick. So the next thing that we have, the next episode that we're going to be looking at is episode 2 of, or season 1, episode 2, which is Seeing is Believing. Now, like I said, there are some episodes where Xana comes into play with emotions. There are other episodes where Xana isn't even tied to any kind of emotion at all. He just comes in and, you know, starts messing with the world as he pleases, which in episode 2 we see that happen at the beginning. Let me play it for you real quick. Again, I'm just going to be looking at the, sorry, I'm wrong thing. We're going to be looking at the first opening of the episode.
Our heating plant uses energy supplied by a nuclear reactor, thanks to which we produce thousands of megawatts of electrical power. Here we have the cooling tower, this is the turbine, the alternator, and finally the reactor. This plant is one of the most powerful in the world. As chief engineer, I'm particularly concerned with safety. And to guarantee this safety, security measures have been applied at every level of production. The plant's design, its functioning, and problem phases. We call this combination of safety measures in-depth defense. I'll be glad to answer any questions.
Sir?
Yes, go on, Jeremy.
I'd like to know if an atomic process exists for fusing virtual particles and materializing them in the real world.
Son, that is in the realm of science fiction. Sorry.
Jeremy is an excellent student, but he's a bit of a dreamer. Well, now, what's happened here? Oh, certainly nothing serious, just a blown fuse, that's all.
Oops. I just realized that I had my mic off the whole time while recording that. I'm an idiot. So in this first part, we see that Jeremy's going out into, or not going out. I mean, asking this other person, this adult who is a scientist, asking this scientist is if there's a way to materialize a person from a virtual world, or rematerialize them, as he put it. I think the guy says that's in the realm of science fiction, right? Jeremy's upset by this, because it's not. He actually, he believes it. It's real, obviously. We don't see Xana in the first area, right? We don't see him actually affecting anything. The teacher just thinks that, oh, it's a blown fuse and it didn't work. Jeremy looks over at Odd, saying, and kind of gives him the look of like, this is probably Xana, right? Odd's like, I don't know, like, I'm not saying, Jeremy being upset, that's when Xana came out, right? I'm saying Xana was probably already affecting the area anyways. He didn't care about the emotions that Jeremy had. And I mean, throughout this episode, in episode 2, we see that there aren't really any emotions. There are some with Odd and a girl that he likes, right? He wants this girl to be in the band that he's creating, but the rest of his group, which is Oric and Yumi. Yumi and Oric don't want, or don't agree with Odd's choice. I mean, in episodes, there are some where there is emotions. Others, it doesn't seem like the emotions have anything to do with it. It's just a part of it. And I mean, regardless of whether it's because of emotions or not, the show is really cool otherwise. Because we see this group of teenagers, they want to help this girl that has been stuck in this supercomputer for God knows how long. But in doing that, they've activated the supercomputer with Xana in it. And Xana wants out. And I mean, even watching this show as an adult now, I mean, I still love watching it. Because it's a show that I grew up on. It's a show that I watched every morning, getting ready for school, getting ready to go and start my day for school. It's just one of those shows that I will always hold very close to my heart when, even after the fact, when they don't show it anymore, when no other place has it, because right now I think they're showing it on Netflix. And Netflix has all 4 seasons, and I'm watching them every time I can. Regardless if I'm an adult or not, I'm gonna act like a child. When I want to watch something that just makes me smile and makes me just reminisce on my childhood. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. it's like it's one of those things that I love to do. Um, I mean, this is pretty much all that it is. I wanted to kind of go over, why this show is the way it is and why I hold it so close to my heart. It's just it's a really good show. With that, I'm gonna end it here. If anyone has any input on the show, who's watched it, who has seen the episodes or seen the show in general, can tell me, what they think. If they think it's, some episodes have been tied to emotions, or if it's not the case with any of the episodes. Maybe I'm just the one that thinks like that. Maybe I'm like, okay, maybe because emotions are in play in some episodes, that's how it is. Anyway, with that, let me know what you down. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Give this video a like if you liked it, and consider subscribing, because I'm hoping to post at least one video or two videos weekly. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.